Hi everyone, we're dashing again today, and I'm going to be sharing some of your tips. So thank you for those who've watched. I posted a few weeks ago that I was going to start dashing again, and I shared with you my very first day, and it didn't really go according to plan. I didn't make nearly what I thought I was going to make. So you guys shared some tips with me, so I'm going to share those tips with you guys because we're going to go ahead and give them a shot today. So today is Tuesday. It is 8:45 in the morning, so I'm going to go get gas and start heading over to where I like to deliver from. So tip number one was for me to turn on my Dasher app once I'm about 3 miles away from the area I would like to be in. So thank you for that tip. We're going to go ahead and try that today. I want to be averaging a minimum of $15 an hour, and I really didn't want to be, driving over like 8 miles. So you guys shared a few tips on kind of how you pick your order. So one of the main reasons I kind of accepted orders that maybe I didn't want to accept is because I don't want to keep like declining orders and then have DoorDash be like, well, you're not going to work because you're not accepting anything. So I'm kind of leery about that. But today I'm going to be patient, like one of you said, to be patient and to really only accept the orders that are worth it. So one of the tips was not to accept orders unless they're paying at least $2 per mile that you need to travel. And then another person basically said, for instance, let's say you're doing a 3-mile order, you should be making about $7. If you're doing a 4-mile order, you should be getting about $8 or $9. For those of you who don't necessarily drive for DoorDash, but maybe you order from DoorDash, just so you know, we get paid off of the tips. DoorDash only pays us like $2 to $3 per delivery, and then whatever you tip us is what we get. So if it's only a $2 or $3 order, that tells us that that person probably didn't tip, right? And I know some of you might be like, well, my order's small, I'm only tipping, a certain percentage of the order. Realistically though, like that's what we're living off of. So if you are ordering off of these apps, I encourage you to try to tip a little bit more if you can. Otherwise, you may not get your order in a timely manner because you might have a lot of dashers rejecting your order because people don't want to drive for a few dollars, right? So like I said, those are the few tips I'm going to take that you guys left from the first video. I'm going to take those into consideration today, and we're going to go fill up the tank. And I'm at about a half a tank right now, so I'm going to go fill up, and then we're going to get dashing. Alright, so it is 8:54. I just filled up gas. So gas has gone up quite a bit. We'll talk about that later. As of right now, my area is not busy, but I know it's going to get busy. So I'm going to go ahead and say schedule and see what pops up. Okay, so they're saying start at 10:30 to 2:30. Now, I know I can dash till 2. I'll see, like, schedule 9:30. See, that's already going to get busy. Alright, so I'm going to head that way. I don't want to schedule it at that point because if it all of a sudden gets busy before a half hour, I want to start dashing now. It's going to take me about, it takes me about maybe 10 minutes to get to the area that I want to be in. But I don't want to sit and have to wait till 9:30 if I can possibly start dashing in like 15 minutes. Alright, so we're just going to keep an eye on our app as we're driving. Like one of the tips was that we want to start dashing once we're about 3 miles from where we want to be. So I'm not where I want to be yet anyway, so we're gonna just drive that way. So I've already set my trip to start calculating my miles. A lot of people like to use mile apps and stuff like that. I want as least amount of things on my phone as possible, so I do not have any special app for tracking my mileage. I just use the trip. But I have an Excel spreadsheet where I keep track of how much miles I drove, and then I also keep track, I estimate, I average out, I figure out how much I actually spent for gas based on how many miles I actually drove that particular time. See, here we go, dash now. I'm gonna go ahead and dash now because we're getting close to where we want to be anyway, so dash now. I'm gonna put till 2, so I'm gonna say everything is ready and start dashing. Now you can see my blue dot, and I'm literally heading up to Surprise right there, where the flame is. Anyway, that's where I like to dash from. You can see I am roughly 3 miles away from that area. So we're looking for orders. We'll see if we get anything. And see, if I would have said schedule at 9:30, it would have messed up my thing because I would have had like a half hour dash and then started dashing my other time, it would have been weird. Doing 5 hours, so I should be able to make $50. Let's see. One of the tips was it has to be $2 per mile, so that's not enough. It's not $6. And the other tip was if you're doing a 3 mile, you should be making $7. So this is not enough. So we're gonna say decline. Wasn't sure if it was gonna have a reason for your decline. I believe Instacart, you used to have to say on there like why you were declining, and usually it was like it's too far, or it's not enough pay, or you don't like that store. So this one, it just went back to looking for orders. All right, let's see. All right, this is worth accepting because it's with that amount. So, oh, Bed Bath & Beyond. What is that? I guess I'll accept it. I've never picked up from here before. A little U-turn. Arrived at store because I'm curious to see what it is we're picking up. 1 item, 2 bags. Look for store pickup sign. Customer service desk normally near the register. Let the store partner know you're here for same day pickup. All right, let's go in. It says they open at 10. Like, how am I supposed to pick up an order? Oh my gosh, I had a feeling they weren't open. It seemed weird. Let me go back to the car. I can't sit here. It's 9:15. Thanks for your feedback. We will use it to improve dasher weight of the store. Unassign this delivery. Your completion rate will drop to 77%. I know I'm the best driver, but they don't open for like 45 minutes. Store closed. Okay, cool. Okay. Woo! Thank God, you guys, because I almost said unassign the delivery, and I would have been my delivery completion rate, because like all I really care about is like I complete every order I do accept, and that I have a good star rating with my customers, right? As far as the acceptance rate, that's different. But anyway, so I basically said, hey, the store's closed, and I even put on there, you know, they open at 10, is that. So there is an option, thank God, for stores closed, and I still got paid $3.25 just showing up. Thank God. Okay, Chick-fil-A. So this is 6 miles away. I'm like literally right next to Chick-fil-A. But again, we're going off of the tips that we said. We said we need to be more patient, and that if we are driving this amount of miles, we should be making more. We should make at least $2 per mile. So this should be more like a $12 thing. So we're going to say decline. Are you sure you want to decline this order? Currently, say after declining, acceptance rates will fall below the 70% required for top dasher status. Decline the order. I guess I'm not a top dasher anymore. So now I'm not showing this. It doesn't show me my $3. Okay, it does say $3.25 on here. Alright, so I'm just sitting in this area because I'm pretty much in the fire area anyway, and I don't need to be driving around for no reason. Alright, so it's 9:28. Don't do that, like decline that last dash, and now I haven't got any more orders yet. I'm still in the red zone or hot spot, so that's fine. So I hope I don't end up getting stuck waiting here till that Bed Bath & Beyond thing comes back. They were closed, and so luckily in the app I was able to say store was closed. I'm still going to pay like $3.25 for taking the time to drive over there. I was just staying in that parking lot, but I went ahead and moved over here just so I'm more like out of the way. So I'm kind of in the Target parking lot way over here, so I'm just waiting for orders. Alright, so this one is 1.5 miles, $5, Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna accept it because it's finally worth my time. Then, alright, exit. Arrived at store. 3 items. Hash brown sausage, biscuit. I'm not seeing any type of a drink.
DoorDash for Oscar.
Right here? Thank you. Okay, leave it door at the table next to the door. Okay. Yep. So I'm stuck waiting for a train. Yeah, so I was like waiting. I'm like, okay, we sat here like twice. The arrow didn't turn. I was like, why isn't the arrow turning? And then there's a train. But I'm like literally like not even a mile from the person's house. Oh well. Looks like there's 2 doors. I don't know if they'll hear that or not. Alright, let's head out of here. Alright, so we made $5 for that. We just got another order, 3.2 miles, $6.50, so that works because we said $2 per mile, so accept. And it's Chick-fil-A again. Okay, there's some already over here. We'll see if any of them are mine. Delivery, I'm going to take a picture when we get to the door. Seven miles. This one does not meet the criteria, so we're going to decline. Alright, so today's going smooth so far. It's 10:22. I'm at 13 the dash, but then I got that $3 for that first order, so it's 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16.25 is where I'm at. The goal is to make $50, and if I make $50 before 2, then I'm going to stop dashing. Otherwise, I'm dashing until 2, and then I got to get my girls from school. This one's like literally like a mile for $4. Panda Express. I'm like right across the street, so I'll accept it. Looks like I'm delivering to a business.
Head south.
Alright, let's go to the pickup area, I guess. Doesn't really tell me. Alright, so I believe I think I'm delivering it to this animal hospital, so Suite 109.
You're dropping off?
Yeah.
You got it. Thank you. I'll just put it right here for you.
Alright.
Back there.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Here's a straw too.
And it's for Ariel. Thank you.
Gonna make sure. Oh, it does
Yeah,
say
take a beautiful picture of it.
Sometimes it has me do it, but sometimes it doesn't.
No, that's okay. I used to do that on my free time. And
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks. Have a great day.
you're very welcome. You too.
Thank you. So that took longer than expected just because Panda Express was really... I had to wait for my order. Like, they didn't start making it till I got there, but then also... Oh, there's another one already. $3.50. Nope. They started putting the order together when I got there, but then there was one of the items they had to like actually make it because it was already gone. $2.75. Nope. No way. So it's 3. I should need like $6, but it's Chipotle and I'm on my way to Chipotle, so I'll go ahead and accept it. Unknown number of items. What? Got it. So they say, please do not ring the doorbell. Text when here and leave food at the door. Thank you. Okay, so we need to go to the little text symbol here. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the car. Send it. Hopefully they got the text. So we're at $25. Awesome. So we are halfway to our $50 goal. It is 11 o'clock. Alright, so I had a ton of orders. I had probably at least 3 orders while driving back from that place. They didn't meet the parameter of trying to do the $2 per mile. And this one doesn't either, but this was $8.75. It is 8 miles. That's the farthest I'm really willing to go. So it really is only coming out to like $1 per mile. But I really, that's fine. That's fine if I take, 1 or 2 that aren't in the parameters. So far I'm doing way better than last time. But I'm at Chick-fil-A already. Ring the doorbell or knock because my dogs, so we'll just leave it at the door. So $33.75 is where I'm at. Okay, let's see. 14. Oh, it's 2 orders. 96 items? Walmart. No. Decline. No way, people. 7 miles for 7 though, because that's no, and that's sending me like way south. I don't want to go down that way. So I mean, I'm still getting orders. It's just a matter of accepting the one I think is worth my time and my distance. So far I've driven 28.7 miles. So definitely better. Last Tuesday, you know, I drove like 50 miles and I only did like 4 deliveries. You know what I mean? So this is definitely better. I'm at Burger King. This one came through. It's $7.50 for like 4 miles, I think, so not too bad. Let's see, Whopper and a Coke. At McDonald's, this order is $4.50, 2 miles or something like that. Let's see. Happy Meal, French fries, cheeseburger. This one's out of business. It says hand it to them. It says it's the same complex as Big Buddha. Our sign is outdated, so it might be a little confusing. So this says Sweet 321. So I don't know. I hope I'm in the right spot. I see a Sweet 25, so it's probably right in that corner. Oh, it says Boba Craze 321. 321. Hi, I'm gonna order for John.
Yeah.
Are you? Thank you. You too. All right. We have $42.50 plus the 325. So we have $45.75. We need at least a $4.25 order. Let's see what they have. 7. Ooh, and it's only 4 miles away. Perfect. We'll accept it. Yeah. Great. So I think this is the same McDonald's. I'm gonna head back to McDonald's and then we'll be ending our dash. Back at the McDonald's, super close. Say arrived at store. 7 items. Okay. Sweet and sour dipping sauces, ranch sauce. Okay, they're counting those as items, I guess. A nugget, 2 cheeseburger meals, a Big Mac meal. So I'm gonna need probably 3 drinks. Let's see. So this was that's a Happy Meal, so that drink will be in the thing. Well, McDonald's likes to put everything in the bag. That we figured that out. So they should have everything in the bag. And we just give them the order number, the last 3 digits. 806. Perfect. Thank you. All right, we're home. I started my trip basically at my house. So this includes me driving from El Mirage to Surprise, doing all my deliveries, and then driving back. And so I drove 53.80 miles and I made $53 divided by, we'll say, what did we say? It was 23.7 miles per gallon. So I basically used 2.26 gallons of gas. Gas was $4.69. So I spent $10.64 worth of gas. Last time I delivered, I spent around $8, and then the next day I spent something. So last week I spent about 14 something on gas, even though gas prices were lower, because I drove more miles. I drove like 85 miles last week, and I only made like $46, not 53. So this week was way better. I don't have to go back and dash on Friday because I made my $53. I made my $50, and I treated myself, you guys, too. That's right. I normally don't even get coffee, but I wanted coffee because it's 1 o'clock or it's 1:15. I'm home. My day is not even over yet because I am a mom. So when my daughters get out of school, my oldest, who just turned 11, we have her yearly checkup. So we have that today, and then I still have a few household duties that are just my regular routine that I need to do. It was a medium caramel iced coffee for $1.79. So I figured because I made $53, I had $3 of bonus, you know, money that I could use. So I went ahead and got a coffee. I used to deliver newspapers. So my oldest daughter was 2 and my youngest wasn't born yet. And I would deliver newspapers, and it's like through the night. So you'd go to the warehouse and start getting your papers around midnight. Sundays you'd go in at 9 because you had more newspapers and you had all the ads and coupons or whatever in there. But anyway, so you'd go to there, you'd go, and then you have to deliver it all through the night. And you have to have your newspapers delivered by 5 in the morning. And at the time, I was still like a major night owl, so it was perfect. Nobody's on the road. The problem though is that you have to work every single day of the week. You are an independent contractor, so in that situation, some of the other drivers would actually hire like high school students who have their driver's license to come help. Maybe they didn't deliver the newspapers, but they would help at the warehouse to prep the newspapers, because you have to, you have to put them together. You have sections of newspaper you have to put together and rubber band them and all that stuff. I had 2 routes that I did, and you worked every single day, Sunday through Saturday, rain, shine, holidays, you did it all. And I think I did it for, I want to say I did it for like 5 or 6 months. And the only time I took off like 4 days. For Ricky and I, our honeymoon, we went to Vegas. So I think that was it. Otherwise, like, you don't take off any days. If you want to take off a day, you have to ask another driver if they're willing to cover your route. And then if they are, you let the management know, so they can let dispatch know, like, hey, this other driver is getting paid for this route. And then you would usually tip them more as a thank you for doing the route. And back then, it wasn't on the phone. We had like an email with our route. Like, so you would pull up a tablet and you'd pull up the email, and you had like a paper route. But that was a lot of fun. And then I got pregnant with my youngest daughter, so I was like, I'm done delivering for a while. So the whole reason behind my story about doing the deliveries, the newspapers, is that every morning when I was done, I would reward myself. So I would go to Quick Trip, and I would get one of those iced coffees, those Starbucks iced coffees in the glass container, and I would get one of those like taquito type things. So that was kind of like my reward for finishing delivery, but it was also kind of like my breakfast, because now at this point it's like it's like 5 or 6 in the morning, and I have a 2-year-old to take care of. So today was kind of like one of those like memory things where I was like, you know what, I did good today. I busted it out compared to last week, so I'm getting a coffee. So I like delivering. Like, I really like these delivery type jobs. And today made it worth my time. So thank you for the other dashers who gave me the tips of basically saying, hey, don't accept an order unless it's paying, $2 per mile driven. Obviously, I did accept a few orders that weren't quite on that spectrum, but I'm very happy with today. I was basically on the app for 3 hours and 42 minutes, and then my active time was 2 hours and 23 minutes. If I do my full time on the app, 3.75, I averaged 14:13 an hour. If you remember, last Tuesday I only averaged like 9 an hour as far as my overall dashing time. $22.26, I averaged $22 per hour on my active time. Last Tuesday, I only averaged $13.50 on my active time. And then when I added Friday's numbers in, I think it ended up being $15.30, an average of $15.30 an hour of my active time. This one is way better. I averaged $22 an hour for my active time, and my overall time, 14. So I think I could get it up even more by using the tips that you guys gave me. So I just have to be a little more choosy, but that was amazing. Also, I had no issues with my app today. So that was one of the viewers said that my phone was probably overheating, because obviously I had all that stuff going on. Had my map, the app, recording, GPS going on, but I found out it wasn't the phone overheating, it's just everything was so slow. So I did a few things on my phone. The first thing I did was I uninstalled a bunch of apps. Some of them have just been on my phone since I bought them, and I've never even opened them. So I uninstalled them, and then I found out my daughter, who plays on my phone a lot, had downloaded a bunch of games. So I uninstalled a bunch of games. So that was definitely one of the biggest things that was slowing my phone down. The other thing I did was, while I was recording, I made sure just most of the time I would exit out of the GPS, like out of the navigation part, before recording. And I think that helped out a lot. The third thing I did was I unhooked the Wi-Fi, so that way it wasn't constantly looking for Wi-Fi and trying to use the 5G at the same time. So I just said, don't use Wi-Fi, use the 5G. And I also, there's a little check that where you can say use 2G if you're in an area that may not get 5G reception. So I clicked that. So yeah, so I did make some changes. So like one of you said, you said I probably had a bunch of apps running in the background, and it made me think, you know, I probably just have a bunch of apps in general on my phone that I don't need. So I did all that. So I had no issues with the app dropping. I had no issues with stuff taking too long to load. I was constant orders, except for the very beginning when I was sitting there for almost a half an hour because of getting that order that the store wasn't open for. Other than that, like, and if I didn't take that order, I think I would have got to my 50 even faster. Thanks for joining me this week. This is my second week back doing DoorDash. I'm committing to doing it one day a week, and I want to make a minimum of $50. And if I don't make that $50 on the Tuesday that I'm picking, then I will go back out on Friday. But I made my $50, so I won't be going out on Friday. Plus, my husband's taking the day off, so I don't want to go out dashing anyways. But thanks for joining me. Thank you for your tips. If you guys have any other tips that I can implement, leave them in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.